In Wake Up Monday this morning, nonprofit agencies certainly do a lot of good in our community, but new IRS regulations are very specific about what's required of a charitable organization in order to be tax exempt. Not meeting these regulations can make many good groups not eligible for an exemption. Here to break it all down for us is Alan Sandersen, a local CPA with Sandersen, Knox Company. Alan, thanks for getting up bright and early with us.
Pleasure.
So there's two important changes affecting tax-exempt organizations. What are they?
The big one is that you have to do a special filing if you're one of the ones that don't normally file a tax return. And there's about 320,000 of them nationwide that haven't, that are going to automatically lose their tax-exempt status on October 15th.
Yeah, so what happens October 15th? Or you said October 15th?
October 15th, 6 weeks.
320,000 nonprofits. I mean, this is a big deal.
Big deal. Over 20,000 in Texas, about 3,500 in the city of Houston alone, 500 in Fort Bend County, close to 400 in Galveston County. Yeah.
So what do they need to do? I mean, is it as simple as just changing the way they do business?
Yeah, for the very small ones, the folks that just have the local scholarship funds, the local PTOs, the booster clubs, the college funds, the scientific charitable type things, it could be as easy as filing like a little postcard return, very simple return. In some cases, if we had to been filing, you can get into compliance for a small fee and not lose your status.
I just want to be clear. Tell me first how things worked before and then how they'll work now.
What they're trying to do is purge the tax rolls for some reason, and if a small organization had less than $25,000 a year in revenue, they didn't have a big filing requirement, but they have a little postcard requirement. And back in 2006, when this act was passed, they thought, well, in 3 years, everyone will file, it'll be no problem. It came in the end of June, and all of a sudden they realized there's a big problem.
There's also a special one-time relief program. Tell us about that.
June 30th, the IRS came out with an IR 2010-87 that gives special relief, one-time deal. They realized after May 15th that they had a big problem, and so between now and October 15th, you can do a special filing and keep your tax-exempt status.
This not only affects the nonprofits, but also donors.
Big time. If your organization loses its tax-exempt status, the donation you made to that is no longer tax deductible, so you could get a big surprise on audit when you find out that that charitable donation for a scholarship fund isn't deductible anymore.
What do you think sparked all these changes?
Hard to say. I think they just wanted to, I don't know.
Yeah.
The government thought it was a good idea.
There you go. That pretty much sums it up.
That's it.
Alan Sandersen,
Appreciate
appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in.